Welcome, everyone. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something really central, achieving genuinely complete oral health for you and your family.
Yeah, it's something we all think about, but maybe not always how all the pieces fit together.
Exactly. You're probably looking for ways to, ensure those healthy smiles. So we've gathered some really interesting info on three key things: Young Living Thieves, Aroma Bright Toothpaste,
Mm-hmm.
the practice of DIY oil pulling, specifically using Young Living essential oils, and this intriguing tool called the Smile Saver three-sided toothbrush.
Right. And our goal today, our kind of mission, is to really unpack how these three can actually work in synergy. Not just exist side by side, but enhance each other for a comprehensive and importantly safe routine for the whole family.
Safe is definitely a key word here, especially when you get into the essential oils part. But what's interesting, like you said, is how they each tackle a different aspect.
That's it. You combine them, and you're looking at a much more, well, holistic approach to taking care of your mouth.
Okay, let's break it down. First up, the Young Living Thieves Aroma Bright Toothpaste. This isn't just your standard toothpaste, is it? It's meant to gently handle buildup, but also support strong, healthy-looking teeth.
That's the idea. And a big part of that is its focus on natural ingredients. It uses things like calcium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate.
Like baking soda?
Exactly, baking soda. They act as natural, gentle polishing agents. So they clean effectively, but the key is they do it without being harsh or abrasive on your enamel over time. Think of it as like a super fine, natural buffing for your teeth.
That totally makes sense, especially if you're worried about enamel wear. And, what really jumps out is what's not in it.
Right. No fluoride, no sulfates like SLS, which can be an issue for some people.
Yes, sensitivity.
No synthetic dyes, no artificial colors, no peroxide, artificial flavors, preservatives. It's a very deliberately clean formulation.
It definitely sounds like it's aimed at people preferring, well, a more natural path for their daily hygiene.
Precisely. And it also includes Young Living's own Thieves Essential Oil Blend. That's a signature element for them, bringing potential benefits beyond just the cleaning action itself.
And presumably helping with fresh breath. I see peppermint and spearmint oils listed for that minty sweet taste. Always a plus.
Definitely helps with that fresh feeling. Now, here's something interesting you mentioned earlier. It contains coconut oil.
Yeah, that caught my eye because isn't coconut oil like the main thing people use for oil pulling?
It often is, yes, including it in the toothpaste itself. Well, it suggests they're thinking about how these practices connect, maybe hinting at that synergy within their product line.
Okay, so that's a perfect segue into the oil pulling itself. DIY oil pulling. The source lays out a pretty clear six-step process. Starts with the basics, right? Brush and floss first.
Absolutely. Got to start with a clean slate. And interestingly, the source specifically mentions using the tongue scraper feature on the Smile Saver toothbrush at this stage, too.
Oh, okay. So even before the oil pulling, get everything as clean as possible.
Right. Remove bacteria, debris from all the surfaces first.
Then you take about a teaspoon of organic coconut oil, or sesame oil works too, and swish it gently for 20 minutes. Wow. That feels like a long time.
20 minutes is often the recommendation. Yeah, it sounds like a commitment. But the idea is that sustained contact time allows the oil to really pull out bacteria and microbes.
Is that duration like essential?
Well, the source emphasizes it, but, even shorter times might offer some benefit. The consistency is probably key. And this is where the Young Living essential oils come in.
Right. Adding oils to the coconut oil.
Yes, but, and this is super important, you absolutely need to check with a Young Living representative about which oils are suitable and safe for this kind of internal use, even just swishing. Safety first, always, with essential oils.
Cannot stress that enough. And Young Living talks a lot about their seed-to-seal process. That's their quality standard, right?
It is. It's their assurance of purity and potency, which is obviously crucial if you're considering putting something in your mouth, even if you spit it out later.
So which oils does the source mention as possibilities here? Properly diluted, of course.
Okay, so the list includes Thieves, which is also in the toothpaste, remember purification, frankincense, melaleuca alternifoliar, that's tea tree oil,
Oh.
and peppermint. And the guideline is usually just 1 or 2 drops mixed into that teaspoon of carrier oil, like the coconut oil.
So you're boosting the oil's action with these targeted essential oils. Then, after the swishing time, spit it in the garbage, not the sink. Good practical tip. Don't want clogged drains.
Definitely not. A very practical point. And it doesn't quite end there. The recommendation is then a light second brushing, followed by a rinse, maybe with hydrogen peroxide or even Thieves mouthwash.
Quite a thorough process. It really aims for that deep clean feeling.
It seems so, yes, a multi-step approach.
All right, so we've got the natural toothpaste, the enhanced oil pulling. Now let's look at the tool. The Smile Saver 3-sided toothbrush. The description says 360-degree deep clean to help prevent and even potentially reverse gum disease. That sounds pretty bold.
It is a strong claim. But think about how common gum disease actually is. The source mentions it affects a huge number of adults, and even kids aren't immune. So a tool designed specifically for prevention makes a lot of sense.
How does it work? Cleaning all sides at once.
Basically, the bristles are arranged to hug the tooth on 3 sides, front, back, and top simultaneously. So as you brush, you're cleaning all those surfaces in one go.
That sounds incredibly efficient and likely gets those tricky spots, like along the gum line and the inside surfaces, the ones we often miss.
That's exactly the idea. Hitting all surfaces at once minimizes those missed zones where plaque loves to hide and then harden into tartar. It disrupts that plaque buildup more effectively, potentially stopping gingivitis before it starts.
And you mentioned efficiency. Faster brushing, that's more effective. That's music to the ears of busy parents, I bet.
It could definitely encourage more consistent habits, especially for kids who might rush through brushing. And yes, it's specifically designed to target those plaque-prone areas crucial for preventing gum issues.
Okay, now here's the connection I've been waiting for. How does this specific toothbrush relate to using essential oils, like in oil pulling?
Ah, yes, this is a critical point highlighted in the source. The Smile Saver's bristles are specifically designed to be safe for use with essential oils.
Safe. How so? What's the issue with regular toothbrushes?
Well, most traditional toothbrush bristles are made of nylon, which is a type of plastic. Think about how you're always told to store essential oils in glass, not plastic.
Right, because the oils can degrade plastic over time.
Exactly. The same principle applies here. Those potent essential oils, especially with repeated exposure during or after oil pulling, could potentially break down or compromise standard nylon bristles. You might not even notice it happening initially.
Wow, I never would have thought of that. So using your regular brush after oil pulling with, say, Thieves or peppermint oil might actually be damaging the brush itself.
It's a potential risk, yes. The source emphasizes that the Smile Saver uses a different bristle material specifically chosen to withstand essential oil exposure without degrading. This makes it the appropriate, safe tool to pair with this kind of routine.
That's a huge differentiator. So it's not just about how it cleans, but what it's made of, especially in this context.
Precisely. And there's more to the bristles, too. They're end-rounded.
End-rounded, meaning?
Imagine traditional nylon bristles are often cut flat, leaving potentially sharp or uneven edges. These can sometimes irritate or even slightly scratch the gums, especially if you brush hard. Over time, that could contribute to recession.
Ouch, okay.
The end-rounded bristles on the Smile Saver are polished smooth, making them much gentler on delicate gum tissue. Really important if you have sensitive gums already.
That sounds like a big plus. And it seems versatile, too good for adults, kids, even around braces.
Yeah, the design incorporates flexible arms that help it adapt comfortably to different mouth sizes and tooth shapes. This flexibility also means you don't need to scrub aggressively. The brush guides itself.
Oh, speaking of guiding itself, it automatically positions the bristles correctly.
Yes, at that 45-degree angle to the gum line that dentists always recommend for effective plaque removal, right where the tooth meets the gum. Takes the guesswork out of technique.
That's really smart design. Anything else?
Well, the action of the bristles also provides a gentle massage to the gums. This can help stimulate blood flow and potentially reduce inflammation, which is obviously beneficial if you have gingivitis or sensitivity.
A massage for your gums while you brush.
Nice. And finally, don't forget the back of the brush head has built-in ridges for tongue cleaning.
Ah, yes, the tongue scraper for tackling bad breath bacteria. So it really covers all the bases.
It aims for that complete oral clean, definitely.
Okay, let's pull this all together. We've looked at the parts. The natural toothpaste, the boosted oil pulling, the unique toothbrush. How does this create that synergy for complete family oral health?
Well, the synergy comes from how they support each other. You start with the Young Living toothpaste for that effective, gentle, natural, clean setting the stage.
Preparing the mouth.
Right. Then the DIY oil pulling, enhanced with those specific Young Living essential oils, adds another layer of cleansing and potential therapeutic benefits, especially for gum health and the overall oral microbiome.
And crucially, the Smile Saver is the tool that enables this whole process safely and effectively. Use it for that initial clean, potentially with the Thieves toothpaste.
And its special bristles mean it's perfectly safe to use after oil pulling with essential oils, unlike a standard brush, which could degrade. You're not compromising your tool.
That safety aspect is key. You don't want to introduce degraded plastic particles into your mouth, especially after trying to do something healthy like oil pulling.
Absolutely not. Plus, the Smile Saver's three-sided, gentle, end-rounded bristles ensure you're getting a thorough clean before and after, really maximizing the benefits of the whole routine while being kind to your gums.
So it's like a three-step system. Natural toothpaste clean, enhanced oil pulling benefits, all facilitated by a toothbrush that's specifically designed to be compatible, safe, and gentle for the whole family.
That's a great way to put it. It's an integrated strategy thinking about the products, the practices, and the tools together for optimal, safe results.
This has been super insightful. So just to recap the key takeaways. Young Living's Thieves Aroma Bright offers that natural cleaning base. DIY oil pulling, done correctly and safely with appropriate Young Living oils, can add another dimension to oral care.
And the Smile Saver three-sided toothbrush isn't just about efficient cleaning. Its unique bristle material makes it the essential, safe partner for any routine incorporating essential oils, allowing the whole system to work together properly.
That connection between the essential oils and the toothbrush material is really the linchpin here for safety and effectiveness.
It really is. It highlights how even the materials of our basic tools matter when we combine different natural approaches.
Absolutely. So maybe the final thought for everyone listening is this. Take a look at your family's current routine. Could weaving together these elements, the natural toothpaste, the safe practice of oil pulling with quality oils, and crucially, the right kind of toothbrush, like the Smile Saver that's built for this, lead to a really noticeable step up in your family's oral health, especially knowing you're using components designed to work safely in concert. Definitely something worth considering.